The other guy, Fluff Man, as you said, is Chris Chetty, who I believe is, somehow related to Taz. I could be wrong on that. But he was one of the first guys to finish the House of Hardcore, or the, whatever the dojo was that Mikey Whipwreck and Taz ran. I guess he's like Taz's cousin. I might be totally wrong on that, but I think that's right.
So the House of Hardcore, smarten me up here. Was it a shooting thing to train wrestlers, or was it just an on camera gimmick?
No, it was a real professional wrestling school. It was like you guys' power plant, except probably not as, I just imagine if Taz was running it, it was down and dirty. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's probably old school. You probably don't fill out a bunch of HR paperwork, and it's probably not air conditioned, and probably not using brand new equipment. You know, it's probably like, Rocky training compared to Ivan Drago and WrestleMania 4, just the ECW version of the power plant.
Yeah, I get that. And I'm sure the House of Hardcore, you would have to take a lot of chair shots, go through a lot of tables.
No.
Why would you call it the House of Hardcore?
Well, because Taz is going to run you till you fucking vomit type shit.
Well, then he's going to hit you in the head with a chair. I mean, if you're going to be in ECW, you got to learn how to take a chair shot. You can't just say, okay, you did a great job. You've worked hard in the House of Hardcore. You can do 1,000,000 push-ups and 1,000,000 sit-ups. Now we're going to hit you in the head with a chair.
So here's the deal. You've clearly not watched a lot of Taz wrestling, because Taz did not put a lot of motherfuckers through chairs and did not swing a lot of chairs. Taz was about, I'm going to pick you up in variation number 972, dump you on your fucking head, brother.
Yeah, I get that. Mr. Fluff has a broken leg.
I love the ref cutting eyes over there. No, he did. He's hurt himself.
Yeah.
Most would say.
So it's a shoot
it
here.
Had no heat, although it was all action, but fans see these guys as not worthy of being on a pay-per-view. Chetty injured himself, and it may have been seriously, doing a moonsault, and temporarily lost all feeling in his legs when his back went out, similar to a scary situation he had not that long ago at a house show. He's in a lot of pain, and this injury was said to be much more serious than the first one. He has movement and feeling in his legs after the initial numbness, and was scheduled to undergo an MRI this week. An explanation given was that the match fell apart because everyone panicked, since whatever Chetty was supposed to do wasn't going to happen, which I guess makes sense. But don't worry, you're going to get a little spot you'll be proud of here at the end. Now, this is Danny Doring coming off the top. I think he listens to the show. Shout out to Danny. And that, of course, over in the corner is Roadkill, and the girl running around in the back, or the lady rather, my apologies, is Lita. Yeah. But she's not Lita here. Here she's Miss Congeniality.
Love me some Lita. She was so nice when I first met her in Vegas.
Oh, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Your first time meeting Lita was Starcast, huh?
Right. Starcast in Vegas, Starcast 2.
How about Roadkill with the chickens?
Roadkill with the chickens?
And here comes C.W. Anderson.
Uh-huh. Right. A lot of ball-headed guys in the ring, wouldn't you think?
Yep. There's Vito LaGrasso.
Mm-hmm. Big Vito.
Yeah. Lots of dudes here. And it's just a pure six brawl. Nobody knows exactly what to do. So you got Rod Price.
And the fans don't know what to do.
Angel. Bill Wiles. Well, here's what's happening now. You can't hear it, but I'll give you a little hint.
It's not going to be allowed into the building.
Oh, I forgot. We're just watching the shitty network version. That's New Jack's theme music.
Okay.
And so he's going to run to the ring now with a bunch of weapons. That's the reason everybody's excited, because they know if he's coming out, that's about to be your ass. And the way they would know, I know you're not a hip hop fan, although we are going to do a little Tony Reed's rap later. We're not going to do this one, but we could at some point.
Mm-hmm.
The song starts with a gunshot.
Oh, that's great.
Well, I'm just saying that way, you know, like,
yeah.
No.
You see what he's got?
Yep.
Electronic football board. Oh man, I've got one of those at home in the attic with a 6-man tag belt somewhere.
Fuck off.
No, I do. I do. I love that. This is a pretty creative shit. What's he got? He's got a
keyboard.
He's got a computer keyboard. What the fuck? I love it. Don't bring out the regular shit. Oh, Jesus. I still think they ought to take like a baseball bat and hit somebody in the nuts with it, or take a kendo stick and hit it and stick it up a guy's ass. So like, yeah, there you go, right there, pool cue. Right on the gimmick and right on the Tony. Did you see that? Don't know why my name was on there. Oh, okay. Here's Jimmy Havoc inspiring. Fucking New Jack was he was crazy, wasn't he?
Well, he was doomed to be a killer since he came out the nutsack. Staple gun to the head. Remember the time that Jack Briscoe staple gunned the motherfucker?
Yes, that's right. That was at the 58-minute mark against Dory Funk Jr.
How about these guitar shots were always fun.
I don't, this is probably not a gimmick balsa wood guitar. Do you think? Oh, maybe it is.
So what he started doing, which was a bit of an innovation, is he'd put powder in it to give it that big effect. That's pretty smart, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
Look at the crowd, dude. I know that a lot of people are critical of New Jack, and Lord knows he deserves most of that criticism. Mm-hmm. However, motherfucker was over, was he not?
Oh yeah. And you know what? He breathed some life into what was the schmoz that no one was buying.
I think that's the way Paul Heyman would design it. He knew like, hey, these guys are good wrestlers, but fans don't care about them yet. Right. So we'll just put them out here, create some chaos, and then let him run in and clear house. It makes a fun moment, but Meltzer, of course, hates anything fun. -1 star. Don't send me your tweets. I'm busting balls. That was a joke. But I really enjoyed the New Jack stuff. And I know it doesn't age well when we know what we know now about head trauma and things like that. And nobody's confusing that it was, a 5-star clinic. But when you look at personality, you look at charisma, a connection with the fans, and all that's the presentation, the trash can full of weapons and, the theme song, but him making the execution of him swinging those weapons, that was fun and different and interesting. All right. So one of those guys, I think, on the right, that's Dave Scherer. I thought that may have been Mike Johnson, but I don't guess it is.